Okay, so then now we're on section 8 about the American Indians that were in the Southwest. That is Arizona, Utah, parts of Texas, Oklahoma, a little bit of California. Many different environments. So this is where they lived. They ask us about the region. They had canyons, mountains, deserts, and flat top mesas. 2 rivers, the Colorado and the Rio Grande. However, rain seldom falls. So there's no rain. It's very hot. It made it very challenging. But there's still Native Americans that lived here. They even have a song. Different groups found different ways of surviving. Some were wandering. Some lived just on the Colorado River. Others planted. So what they planted, that would be something that they ate, right? Corns, beans, and squash. That's what they ate. Oop, that's one's for living, so we should make you blue. Living was mesas, so I'll make that green again. So they lived in canyons, mountains, deserts, and flat-top mesas. I have mesas highlighted twice. They must be very important. They didn't have trees. They would just use bricks of adobe. So this is how they lived. Basically clay. Thick walls. They looked like apartment houses. They were many, many stories high. Could house up to 1,000 people. That is cool. To protect their bodies from the sun, they wore clothes made of cotton. So to ask what kind of clothes they wore, that would be blue. They used plants and minerals and dyed the fabric with bright colors. So the clothes are made out of cotton, but also plants and minerals. Despite living in a desert, they grew different corns, beans, and squash. We already knew that. Did we already highlight that? Do we need to highlight it again? Nope. Corns, beans, and squash were highlighted there. Oh man, I'm going to make this orange because this is the clothes they wore, which is different from food, and food is blue. Despite living in a desert, they grew all that. Corn was important. To make the most of the infrequent rains, they planted near a flooded area. So they planted kind of where rain was going to flow anyway. They dug irrigation ditches, which is really smart. Cornmeal and clay ovens. So they also ate, we already know about corn, but rabbit meat and chili peppers we did not know about. Eating is blue. So we'll make rabbit meat and chili peppers blue. Alright, they were called villages. Oh, their villages were called pueblos, makes the most sense. Houses in the village were constructed out of clay, which was called adobe. The most important crop, they said above, was corn. Placard is always blank. The main geographical features was that there was a lot of dirt and only 2 rivers. Right? Was there anything else I said about what it looked like? Canyons, mountains, and mesas. They also had canyons, mountains, and mesas. The main food source was, let's see, what food did they eat? Corns, beans, and squash. Rabbit meat and chili peppers. Corns was corn, beans, and squash. They also ate rabbits and chili peppers. Right, types of homes. They lived in homes made of mud and dirt. That was called adobe. Alright, types of materials and crafts for their clothing. So what were their clothes made out of? Up here it says made of cotton, plants, and minerals, sorry. The clothes were made of cotton, minerals, I remember now. I go back up. Minerals. And plants. Symbol for the Southwest. Let's see. Using corn? That would really work, right? Life sciences is not so hot. Let's check geography. They didn't have these. They had the adobes. Maybe kind of like this, I would say. Let's look at history again, see if there's anything else. They didn't have ships or wagons, we just kind of have this adobe housing. And if I look again, maybe I'm just going to check out engineering. Do we have any kind of engineering tools? Not a lot of rain, a lot of sun. Maybe I'll do that. Sun and adobe buildings. There's my symbol for the Southwest. Alright, next section. You guys are going to turn in. Next section, section 9. Cultural plains, vast trees and grassland. So lots of grass. If you're in the Great Plains, you are in grass. Everything was probably made out of grass. Eastern part had water and soil, but then it was mostly just grass. Lots of farming. There were bison hunting, so they would eat bison. That's food, we'll make it orange. They had bows, that's a tool. They circled the bison on horseback, so they used horses. And tools, they had spears, bows, and arrows. Bone knives was another tool. Mostly just bison, right? They used their hides for bedding, for what they wore, for clothing, for bowstrings, for bowls. Bison was used for everything. Bison was the main source of food, absolutely. They spent the year tracking and hunting them, yes. They were not pets, not necessarily fuel. Hide was used to make clothing and made teepees, but these look like the main sources. Let's see. Oh, I forgot my 2 others, that's why. Hide was used to make clothing and teepees. There we go, there's our 4. Point. Geographical features. There was a lot of grass and soil. They mostly ate plants and bison. The homes were made out of soil and bison. Remember, everything is with the bison. They used the bison to make materials, crafts, and clothing. All of it. Their tools, I forget. Spears, bows, arrows, and knives. Bone knives. Spears, their tools were spears, bows, arrows, and bone knives. Alright, Great Plains is super grassy. You need grass, and you need a bison, or some kind of big animal. Could you say that this was a bison? Maybe. We'll put this. Maybe we'll say it was a bison. And then lots of grass. Which has wind and like a leaf. I'll use that kind of like for my grass. And that will be the Great Plains. We do the next section, which will be section 10, and that will be a different video.